Notary World, Team TRs. Thank you for joining us today for our Ebony Akebelon American Appreciation Month interview special with Miss Nora Span. How you doing, Miss Eleanor?
I'm doing well. Great.
All right, Miss Span, would you mind telling us a little about yourself?
Yes, my name is Nora Span, and I'm a business owner of Span Tax Consultant and Notary Inc. here in Columbia, South Carolina. I am a home-based business, self-employed in this business for at least 25 plus years. 45 of my life, I have worked in hospitals, in the hospital, and retired. Decided I wanted to pursue this business until the end.
Why don't you start off by telling us where you're from?
I'm from Pinewood, South Carolina.
And you just been in South Carolina ever since, or have you been stationed out in other states?
I've lived in New York
Oh, okay.
all of my life. Yes.
All right, Miss Eleanor. So where did you go to school at? Did you go to school in New York, or did you go to school in South Carolina as well?
Part of middle school, I was in New York in school, but I graduated from Furman High School, which is in Sumter, South Carolina.
How old were you when you realized the gravity of what it meant to be Black in America?
At a very young age, since I grew up in the 60s and in the South, Blacks, all my youth life was considered second-class citizens. Growing up in the environment was hard, but it made you more durable and more acceptable, and know in life that nothing was given. Everything had to be worked for. And I was a very young age, back in the 60s, when I realized that.
What were the trials that you had to suffer through?
My trials in the South in the 60s, and knowing that the deck was stacked against me. My trials in the 60s was knowing that the decks were stacked against me because I was Black.
What were some of the strongest moments of delights you had?
The fact that I had a great-grandmother, a member of a well-loving and extended family of uncles, aunts, and community members that cared for us all.
What were some of your most difficult challenges?
Some of my most difficult challenges were growing up in the 60s and trying to make it in the world that catered primarily to others rather than those that needed care the most.
How did you persevere, and how did you advance from those challenges?
By having a strong, loving family and strong faith in the Lord.
So, Ms. Nora, tell me some of your passions.
Cooking, catering, recreation, playing sports, watching sports, and catering to my grandkids.
And could you tell me about your corporation?
My corporation was established in 1993. I established an Inc. corporation, which means that I can incorporate whatever other business I want under it. And I have been working this business ever since. So I established the Span Tax Consultant and Notary Incorporation in November of 1993 to present. So I'm the sole owner and employee. So I'm president and CEO, Chief Executive Operating Officer.
That's something I need to get on your level. There's a lot I can learn from you, and a lot I hope you can teach to us.
What my plans are for the rest of my life of entirety is to continue working my business and striving, excelling to help people that need help, making production, just doing what it takes to maintain the business. Preparing taxes, loan signing, notary signing, traveling, enjoying the rest of my family, my grandbabies, my friends, all that I can. My career life has been 45 years in the healthcare profession.
Can you give us a summary of how it was from the start of your passion up to this moment now?
I think my passion emulates from my grandmother and extended family during my early years in life, which taught me to care for others and be persistent in pursuit of your goals.
What has your passion done for you, your peace, and your progression in life?
You've given me a sense of belonging and helped me to teach new generation about what is right and wrong.
What does Black History Month mean to you?
A sense of pride shows that no matter your color or position in the life of Black Americans have accomplished just as much as our counterparts.
How do you feel about how Black History Month has been portrayed?
It has portrayed an excellent review of those who have accomplished great things in the community. However, I do not think it portrayed enough of the everyday Black Americans raising kids in single households or those Black families who are building future generations of Black Americans. And I think it would be great if during the month we could recognize at least one Black family and rich and powerful for just doing the work the Lord has called them to do. Or some of the changes that occurred of the 60s related to the work of Dr. King and the great leaders of this era. My opinion about Black community today, it is still a great community working to gain footing in the world that inherited against it.
All right. What would you like to see more out of the Black community today?
That they maintain some of our generation of the past while integrating 21st ideas and our past.
Okay.
Passion for equality, education, and continue to strive to perfect union under God.
What do you think our next big movement or challenge should be?
Teaching our kids of this generation how to carry the passion of the past generation into whatever they are working on in this century.
How do you feel when it is Black History Month?
Ecstatic, sense of pride, mute, nostalgic, critical, ambitious, all of those.
Okay.
Inner passion.
What would you say to people about your hopes for the future of Black History Month?
I'm not
Where do
sure.
we take it?
I'm not sure about this question, but moving into the Black History Month is another vehicle to let the world know the accomplishment of African Americans is prevailing, is there. African Americans are on the level with each and every other human being that God has made out there. It's no more little me, big you. They all stand equal, toe to toe. Race, the color, and the creed.
All right, Ms. Nora, why don't you tell me about some of your experiences with parenthood?
Some of my experience as a parent was good. I'm saying 99% good. I had a bad experience as a parent. I've lost one child along the way. I raised three children actually. My oldest son was shot and killed at an early age. So then I was left with my two children, and I was a single parent then, and I'm a single parent now. So I have two living children, three grandchildren, one son, two granddaughters, one in college. And what inspired me to the most in doing both jobs as I did, because I had to make a living. I had to make it for my kids. So I just want to say to the single parents, they can do this if they want to. There's not a word to say, I can't do it. They can do it. If a single person put their mind to it, they can do it. I did. Most of my life, I worked. That's all I know to do is work. And it's the honest way of society to live, is to work for what you want. And I have one son, my son now, Ryan. He don't like me to say this, but I would say he's going to be my legend. He has his own business. He's establishing his empire now. He has a trucking business. He has 3 trucks on the road. Single, just like his mom. He don't have any kids. Don't like
Hey,
me
go
to
ahead and
talk
put it
about
out there.
it. My daughter is the oldest. She has the 3 children, so she's a college graduate from HBCU, Clafton College. She works at the U.S. Post Office. So they all, I think, are doing exceptionally well for me to be a single parent that worked most of the time, but raised them to the fullest. The best I could.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a lot for a child to go to their parent and be like, you know, at least I ain't stressing you out no more. So I think
Yeah.
I think you're doing this an extremely good job. I've been going through you for years, and I was like, dang, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
very
people won't even
amused.
know, but that's how I kept going. I just had I had all the energy and the strength that came from him, and I was like, okay,
You shown that very well. Like you nothing but shown me like an opportunity to like this is where I could be. You know, I get very optimistic when I come and see you and do my taxes. It's like, all right, let's see. You know,
and
make
God
a
bless me,
little.
I'll be 66 years old this year.
And you know what? That's kind of what I want. You know, I don't want to think. You know, it's bad stigmas. Like once you in 20 years in, that's it for you. Like no, I want to keep
Oh
going. You
no,
know, there's
oh
a lot
yeah,
of members that I want to say like you can take it as long as you can. You know, it
oh
doesn't
yeah,
have to stop for you, no matter what. You know, you don't have to cut your own money off at a certain age. You can always
that's
just
right.
go into the end with your money.
You do not have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
And
over until it's over. When God said you at the end, it's time for you to rest. You will rest.
yeah.
So I think I think He's gonna keep me around for a while.
Oh, I
At
hope.
least I plan to be here.
I want to thank you for your time. It's been something to hear all your experiences in life, from your start out in the healthcare field to helping people with their taxes, all the way to being a notary, helping people with their own LLCs and businesses. I think it's very inspiring to hear where you started to where you are now, to help everybody move on from where they are and inspire them to keep going on. I know it's tough doing this entrepreneur thing, but you're showing us that you can do it, you can be prosperous with it, and you can make it happen. And you're making a lot of things happen for you. We're just thankful to have you here to explain what you do and to encourage the rest of us that we can do the same thing as you. And you're encouraging us to do even more and beyond. So thanks for being with us here today. Is there any closing remarks you would like to give us?
Well, absolutely. I appreciate you thinking of me and preparing me on your platform today. And I'm going to wish you the highest, most edible luck there is. And you just keep faith. Like I say, keep pounding. You'll get there. Don't give up. Don't let anything come in your path that will throw you off.
I think that's something for me to hear, for everybody else to hear as well. Because I mean, it's tough. And
It's
that
tough.
keep pounding thing is almost like an uphill battle sometimes, but it's so sweet when you go
It
downhill
definitely
from it.
is. It's never going to be a straight road to travel. There's always going to be obstacles in your way.
This has been Tyree Ware at Team T Arts.
Thanks for having me. This is Nora Span, aka Nora Span, at Span Tax Consultant and Notary Inc. As it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure too, man. Thanks for being with us. And we'll be back pretty soon with another video and another interview. And thanks for joining us for our Ebony Akebulon American Appreciation Month. See you next time.